I'm Marcus Sedgwick. I'm the author of She Is Not Invisible. It's a story about a 16-year-old girl called Lorith. And Lorith has been blind from birth. 1 in 30 people in the country have some kind of visual impairment. I've written 13 books. I haven't had a blind character once yet. It was about time I did. A large part of my research was done by coming here to New College, Worcester, which is a secondary school, boarding school, specifically aimed at catering for blind and visually impaired students. I'm absolutely delighted to be back at New College today with a finished copy of the book. I could not have written this book without the help of the students here. We're about to start discussing it and I'm kind of beside myself with nerves to see what they make of it. I know some of your faces, I don't know everyone, but I'm hoping we'll have a chance to meet everyone and talk to everyone before the day is over. There's nothing in this book that wasn't something that someone somewhere along the line said to me in some form or other. I couldn't have done it without you, really genuinely could not have done this. So if you don't like the things that are in this book, I'm going to blame you. One of the first things I learned when I first came to New College was how few books make it into Braille. And I gather it's less than 1% of all books published every year. And not only is it so few books, it also takes them months to appear. And so what that means is, you know, if you're blind or visually impaired, you want to read a book that your peers are reading at school or in a reading group, and you can't. So it seemed to me absolutely vital that we made this book available in as many different accessible formats from publication day, and I'm really delighted that Orion have managed to pull that off. And that's a very strange and different experience for me. I've never written a book in this way before, and remember that these discussion points are to go out to general reading groups in the Reading Group Challenge. What point in the story did you realise that Lorith is blind? Perhaps everyone had told you before you even read it that she was. You got your hand up.
That I sort of had an idea that she had an impairment to do with her sight was when she was sweeping across the desk to find the passports when she was in the airport. When Benjamin let go of her hand and she yelled Benjamin and she didn't move and then she fell over the bag.
I'm delighted that my new book, She Is Not Invisible, is part of Read for RNIB Day Reading Group Challenge. To take part yourself, sign up at readforrnib.org.uk.